Welcome back. We have a word problem here and it reads, a school principal spent 1/4 of his monthly salary on rent, 1/3 on food and electricity bills, and 3/8 of the remaining amount on savings. If he had $12,500 left, determine question 1, his monthly income, question 2, the amount that was saved in the bank from his salary. Solution. Now going to the analysis of this question, we have a school principal who spent 1/4 of his salary on rent, then 1/3 of the salary on food and electricity. Then it says, out of the remaining amount, 3/8 was saved, went into his savings. And the man was now left with $12,500. So it means that there has to be a fraction that corresponds with the amount that was left with the principal. First, what I have to do, let me find the total fraction spent on rent and food and electricity. Total fraction spent on rent, food and electricity would be 1/4 plus 1/3. So the LCM will be 12. 4 into 12 is 3 times, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 3 into 12 is 4 times, 4 times 1 is 4. So that will be 3 plus 4 is 7/12. Then what I can do, I can know the fraction that was remaining, that is this entire fraction. Since the combination of these two fractions gave me 7/12. So the fraction remaining, we know that the total fraction must be equal to 1. So that means it's going to be subtracted from 1. That will be 1 minus 7/12. That will be 1/1 minus 7/12. So the LCM will be 12. 1 into 12 is 12 times. 12 times 1 is 12. Minus 12 into 12 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. So we're going to have 12 minus 7, which gives 5/12. So it means that the remaining fraction here is 5/12. Remaining fraction is 5/12. So what does that mean? It means out of this 5/12, 3/8 went into savings. So there has to be a fraction here that was proportional to the amount that was left with the principal, which is $12,500. So remember, 1/4 of his salary went to rent. 1/3 of his salary was spent on food and electricity. So, but this 3/8 is a fraction out of this 5/12 that went into saving. So don't be tricked. This 3/8 is not directly from his total salary, but from the remaining 5/12. Therefore, I have to know the actual fraction out of his salary that went into savings and the actual fraction out of his salary that gave this 12,500. The actual fraction that went into savings That will be, the remaining fraction is 5 over 12 multiplied by the fraction out of the remaining fraction that went into savings was 3 over 8. So 3 goes once here is 4 times. Therefore, 5 times 1 is 5 over 4 times 8 is 32. Okay? Now, we can find the actual fraction that was proportional to the amount left. So that will be out of the remaining, right? So it will be 5 over 12 times 5 over 8. How comes? Going to the diagram to illustrate that. If we have 3 over 8 here, and I'm considering the whole of this section to be 1, so if I subtract this 3 over 8 from 1, then I will have 5 over 8. Okay? So it means 3 over 8 of 5 over 12 went to savings, and 5 over 8 of 5 over 12 was the amount that was left with him as 12,500. In that case, 5 times 5 is 25 all over 12 times 8 is 96. Okay, so which means 25 over 96 of the total amount was proportional to the $12,500. So question 1, to answer the question that is the total salary of the principal, we can say let the total salary of the principal be X. So how do I find the amount that was left with him? The amount left would be equal to 25 over 96, right, times the total salary. So what was the amount left? It was $12,500. This is equal to 25 over 96 times the total salary, which we said is X. So that will be 12,500 is equal to 25 times X is 25X over 96. So when we cross multiply, we'll have 25X is equal to 96 times 12,500. 25X is equal to 96 times 12,500 is 1,200,000. So to find X, I will divide both sides by 25. So X will be the 48,000. So it means this is the total salary of the principal. Okay? Question 2, which asks us to calculate the amount that was saved from his salary. So the amount that was saved will be equal to the fraction of the salary that was saved was 5 over 32. So this will be multiplied by the total salary of the man, which is 48,000. When we do the math, we will have $7,500. So always remember to indicate your 2 decimal place when you are dealing with money. Okay? So this answers the question. Thank you very much for listening to our video. If this is the first time of visiting this channel, please subscribe, like, and share the video.